Hey chatters, I'm back, and so are you for more Foundation. How's it going, everybody? Good to see you here. Let's go ahead and get it fired up and get locked in and clocked in for some more medieval city building. Speaking of city building, I've noticed that Frostpunk 2 has a DLC out tomorrow, Fractured Utopia, I think it's called, and we may take a look at that. They actually have an event out tomorrow too, so we may as well take a peek at the event and play that, as we've been enjoying some city builders here. More recently, it's been a big year for city builders. Tons of great ones out, but always fun to play anything that's got a new DLC and city builders in general. I also kind of include into the whole city building genre, like any tycoon games. Like, there's certainly a lot of difference between City Skylines and also Two Point Museum, but they're like really fun, and those skills carry over. Like, depending on how detailed you make a museum in Two Point Museum, that could translate over to like City Skylines, or hell, Town to City. That's a lovely one too. That little gorgeous train city builder, I guess you could call it. I always think of it as a train city builder because I build everything based on around the station. So welcome back to Foundation, everybody. Let's jump in and continue on with Kutenbjorn. Ah, yes, Kutenborn. Yeah, whatever. Kutenhora. Nerdapalooza! Congrats on the 2 years. 24-month streak, this guy. Thank you very much. Earlier today, by the way, we were playing a game called Flotsam, and I compare these two games together. They look a little different, but I'm down with the survival city builders that are a little more lighthearted. Like, you certainly need to keep people happy in this game and provide them with food, and it's the same in Flotsam, but they're a little bit more on the chill side. And it's kind of nice that there's still like, there's total chill, which is like Tiny Glade, where it's all about design, but it is nice when there's some rules to it. I do like that. All right. Treasury's full. What were we doing last time in this game? It's been a little bit since we played, but I want to come on back to build big today. We got 100% happiness. Wow. I think we were working on a neighborhood somewhere. I thought we were building like a neighborhood. Oh, that's right. We're going to build over here. That's right. Okay, and we did. All right, so those houses are there. And then over on the other side, there was also some houses going up because we built some more industry up here. So we got the iron smelter and stuff going too. What's going on here? They're like low on supply? What's up? Oh, we have a shortage of coal. Okay. So maybe I was building more charcoal burners? Looks like there's a shortage of stuff and things everywhere. Let's see. Oh, and also lack of workers. Okay, so let's work on getting the population up. And that's probably going to be based on waiting and building more homes. So that should be a good time. You want some dino nuggets? Dude, nugs are good. Tenders as well. Very nice. Let's see. Okay, we got a little residence going on up there. Oh, that's right. I built these charcoal burners. Okay. All right, so let's get rid of the residential neighborhood then, because they're not going to want to live next to Stinkburg. Stinkton. Not really going to stink, but it's just not something they want to live next to, I guess. People don't have any grit, no integrity. Let's do a check here. Okay, let's see. I think that's fine. Actually, I'll build back a little bit this way. And we'll probably just do that. Gotta be perfect. Oh, actually, sweet. Okay. All right, looks good. And what do we got going there? Oh, regular house. Okay, got it. And do you think whoever assaults the fries at McDonald's should also be responsible for assaulting the roads? I mean, it's got to be 100% possible that somebody once worked at McDonald's and then eventually got into like, you know, the road department is driving around those big old salt trucks. So yeah, I think so. No idea how you remember all this stuff? Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. After I haven't played for a while, it kind of just, it's kind of more of a feeling thing. Oftentimes I have to be like in the situation to like remember things. I can't remember it without being in the save. But I'm snapping back. All right, so we got people making charcoal. We had like a big lack of charcoal, so I've actually got 3 charcoal burners for 1, 2, 3 things that require it. So hopefully it's a 1-to-1 ratio on those. So we shall see. But we need more people moving in. And there they are. The new victims, citizens of our great and glorious city. Okay, we'll get them some jobs right away. Foundation worth the time? I think so, yeah. If you really like decorative games, if you're very creative in building individual buildings, it's like that. In fact, this game sparks my curiosity of like making my own assets and things in City Skylines. Or really, one of the most enjoyable things for me is making stuff in like Architect and like wanting to save and then share that. So, but I did see that on Twitter, the devs were retweeting some wonderful photos of images of castles and churches and things that people built in this game. So very cool to see what people have been working on. We have no wheat, no bread. Oh, okay. It's harvest season, so that makes sense. And we got a lot of mills open too. I feel like this town is suffering incredible shortages, but the biggest shortage is caused by just manpower. We just need people moving in. And we got 4 people unassigned, so what can we do about that? Okay, Hunter's Hut. All right, I'm just going to make sure all these buildings are topped off. Butchery. Okay. Meat's important. That's a good export. Oh, where's that charcoal kiln? There it is. And we need people moving in again. No access to refined food. Well, we got good distribution on bread. And we got multiple markets, so, you know, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. The Magic Girl, welcome back. Oh, we got like where the hell are those emotes from? You got some emotes? What are those from? Oh. Okay. Holiday-themed emotes. I get it. Oh, we have a ton of coin. I really wish I could do like a marketing program for the town. I could put the bailiff on more looking for mineral deposits. It's only 50 bucks each. Yeah, we may as well do it. I'll just have them do every one of them. Discuss a levy with the town. Revise an edict. Yeah, we're good. I wonder if beautification's really doing anything for the immigration rate. I guess it comes down to happiness, really. Churches are full here. And full there. We're going to need another church. We need another church. We're going to do that, though. I'd like to build... I don't want to build a church next to that building. I don't want two big buildings next to each other. The church could be... Oh, that's a nice territory right there. That's big O. Have to build another bridge, though. We'd start building up here, but we need to cut down a lot of trees. That's going to take some time, but it is what it is. And I don't want to build up here because this is kind of industrial. We're kind of like blocked ourselves in a bit. We should stay along the river, though, because we're kind of going a little further, like too far south and too far north now. We got to go this way. What's this? Oh, is that the clergy? Wool for the bishop. Well, I wouldn't mind getting more influence with the clergy. What about expanding the church's size? Yeah, I could renovate those churches too, but I think I'm in the mood to build like kind of a couple of smaller churches across the map. Because sometimes one thing that I've often done is make a church way too big, and then it becomes like a church that looks like a cathedral, but it's not as grand, and it just looks like a mega church and not a cathedral. Alright, I'll try to go for that deal and see if I can get it. Where are we at? Well, we got to start building on the hill too, because we were going to put our castle up here, and we were going to put a lot of stuff up here. So we could do a church. You know, maybe we should start expanding this way. I do have a connection over here from here. Actually, this would be a good spot. We don't have to build a bridge. Not yet, anyway. But we will eventually. That's getting kind of far out there, man. Far out, man. Although what I could do is remove this, this is a cow farm. That's right, we got dairy being produced now. So what I'd like to do is move the farms kind of further and further out of town. So I could buy this territory. I mean, we're making plenty of money. I could buy this and put the cows out there, but I don't want to go any further away from the town. This is all for boars. We're hunting back here, or at least there's boars there, so. I think we'll buy 2 territories here and here. Yeah, that's one big mega extendo. Hey, what's up, Emma? Welcome back. Okay, so we had a logging camp around here, didn't we? Oh, I removed it because we finished the Solaris. I was mentioning cows and cheese, and guess who showed up in the chat? Interesting. We're going to... Oh, I don't really have a lot of workers, though, do I? Oh, wait. Oh, I have authorized logging all in this area. How do I make the size bigger? L&P? Oh, just hold control. Okay, I think we want to get rid of a lot of the trees here. I'm going to make a big extension to the town down here. Oh, and we got people moving in. So I kind of have like a shortage of workers. So like, we're getting like 4 at a time, but it's just not enough. So we need to... I'm going to cut down all the trees here. I'm going to try to put the cow pasture further away. and expand the town around this farm. I summoned you, yeah. I'm gonna leave a couple of trees here. I want there to be a divide, and then I want there to be a new town there. Okay, and then we're going to disable the logging here and here, so they're forced to go over there and log. We're clearing new lands. Maybe I'll keep some of the trees. We'll see how it shapes up. You're like the Kingdom Come music. Housing insufficient, of course. We could never have enough. Also, I'm trying to spread things out a little bit too. I don't want things too crowded. I want more room for like decorating stuff and things. We're gonna move those cows. We are selling cheese, right? Some of the markets are not selling cheese yet. Which is a refined food, which would solve a lot of that problem. Although refined food is only a -7. We're gonna add some cheese stalls. Or are we just straight up selling cheese for money? Cheese, 22, and we're not selling it. Maybe we'll just stack up a bunch more cheese for a while. Oh, and I wanted to make a proper granary and whatnot for the whole cheese production. We don't really... It's not really set up the way it should. You can go for some cheese? Yeah. You want to... No, we won't let you tend the cheese stall. No, because some of it will go missing. Somehow. Be like, Emma, do you see the missing cheese? No. Interesting. Extra sharp on Ritz crackers. Ah, sharp cheddar, yeah. Yeah, cheddar's pretty good. Cheddar's a good, just like a snack cheese with like a different, like with a bread or a meat. Without going all out, you know. It's good for a small snack. It's good for rationing. Yeah, we're getting a lot of alerts that we don't have enough storage for stuff. But of course, if I build more storage, I also need people to man the storage too, so that's a thing. I will get ready to put down some cheese stalls, though. That'll look nice. Surplus of construction materials. That raises happiness. Good. Tried that out too. You remember when this was all just fields? Yeah. People say that all the time too. That Arby's used to be a hospital till we got rid of it to make room for more Arby's. Okay, Grandma. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, more people immigrating. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Common Path Tier 5. Common Path Tier 5. Oh. We've unlocked even more decoration. And common wear improvement. We have to pay $500 for that. I'll pay that. I'll pay for more decorations. A sheep statue. Hilarious. It's gonna take a while to cut them trees down. Oh. No access to service. Oh, man. Well, maybe we could build a church here. I mean, nobody else is going to build houses anyway. Kingdom fueled by cheese, yeah. All right, we got to build a church here to keep everybody happy. Well, the treasury was lavish that we had to build. All right, we'll put the church over here. I don't want this church to be too big. Got to be. Oh, they're angry about the wool. That's okay. Well, that actually looks pretty good if I can make this a little longer. Oh, yeah, perfect. But then it clips through there. Then I could just shorten this? Ah. Oh, yeah. Next week's schedule I'll be kind of refining tonight. I've got some emails I got to look at for confirming dates and times of some other stuff, so we'll get that all locked in. I don't like that either. Like, it's got the whole, you know, crucifix thing going on. But it's not quite there. Like, you know, well, anything that's already, like, set in stone, like the Game Awards and all that stuff, like, I'll correct the schedule to be at the appropriate time for that, but anything else I've got to do embargo-wise, I'm just going to update on my own. Like the 11-bit thing tomorrow and the Game Awards, we're going to cover at those times. A nice L-shaped one? L-shaped church. Well, I said I didn't want to make this one so elaborate, and here we go. I'm making it elaborate. But now, oh, wait a minute. Now the capacity of this church is 108. What the hell? These other two churches are only 51 people, which sounds a little more appropriate. That's a little too grand, I think. Let's get rid of the Big O building. Okay, this makes it look a little better. Okay. So then if I go with this... Okay, that's a little better. Capacity on that is 60. Okay. I think I started following you around the time of last year's Game Awards. Well, thank you, Stu, for watching, because I love doing those gaming events. I want more and more people who've subbed to the channel to watch for all the game awards and stuff. And a lot of people dismiss it as like a big cringe fest, which it is. But a lot of good stuff comes out. Like we learn about a lot of games that way. And then we put it on the, on the calendar, and it's good for getting excited about something. It's good. Okay, that looks good. And then we could do a bell tower in the back. And I kind of want just a... What's this? Minor tower? Or major tower? We gotta go minor. Or wooden steeple. Oh, that's nice. Oh, damn. Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Oh, and it gives it exactly 51. Just like the other two churches. Which is good because that means they're relatively the same size. I love that. Let's change from this door, though, to this door. Oh. No. Then can we move the church back? Actually, that's pretty nice. I think we're good here, and then I'll just add decorations later. I think at most I'm just going to put a fence. Let's let them start on that. Then I'll throw a fence around it, and then we'll add decorations and stuff later. I like that steeple. Do we have a stone one? No, but I'm fine with that. And then what about walls? Elegant fence, what does that look like? Ooh, nice. The elegant fence looks real. It's got moss and has like little decorations on it. Nice, okay. Oh wait, is that going to take... Oh, it's going to take polished stone. How much does that cost? That'll be 11 right there. Okay, we might be able to do that. I'll wait till the church is done, though, first. Because it takes 59. We've only got 24. We'll let that get done. Could build a wooden bridge over to the other side here. You bought this game because I like it, but it feels complicated? It can be, yeah. I think this game does a really good job, though, of being forgiving and kind of slower for me. When it comes to, like, Manor Lords or Foundation or Farthest Frontier Austria, I think Foundation is the most pleasantly paced game. Now, if I build a bridge there, the boats can't get under there. Which is okay, because they're fishing there and there. Okay, I think we're right. Cemetery next to the tax office, of course. Yeah, the two certainties. True. At what point do you decide to create another village every time you unlock a new territory? In this game, the entire, like, last 2 years that I've been playing this game, I've realized how often you need to continuously provide people homes, and it's all the time. So it's like every time that you buy a new territory expansion, you probably have to also build some new houses. Which does make sense, because if you're going to expand and start doing, well, let's say you buy an expansion to do some logging or something like that, you're going to need at least 3 people to max out the logging camp, then probably 3 more people for the sawmill, and then you're probably going to need to get a couple of people to work at the new shop stalls that you built and that kind of thing. So then you realize, oh, now I need another, 40 people to live in this town. Okay. Now we're selling cheese. Okay, so we'll have over 150 places at the church for people to go to church. We have 245 people. They don't even go to church at the same time. So I think you just need half, and you're good. What even is cheese? The devil's lettuce. All right, there we go. Now we got a big old amount of grain coming in too. That was over 100. And we got the 2 mills pumping away. I think what we should do to make things look a little nicer is put down a little fence here. Do some detailing while we're waiting for all this other stuff to come in. Oh, it is curved. Beautiful. Bum, bum, bum. You can really make this game look like town to city. Big Bellwright update this week. Yeah, we checked out Bellwright earlier. I forget when, but Jay and Emma and me, we were checking out a big O village, and then we went to the new island. It was quite cool. Bellwright's going in some very nice directions. But I still want to play Bellwright. 1.0. It's kind of the same as why I stopped playing Enshrouded. I love Enshrouded and I love Valheim. But I realized I think it was around this time in 2024, I think it was. No, it was 2023. It was before 2024. And I was playing Valheim, and I know people were wanting to join me and stuff like that. And I was just no, I'm waiting for this other particular update. And then it took a while to come out, but then other stuff took over. So, but Valheim, I'd want a dedicated community event. But everybody likes to do things at a different pace. If we played with Lumberjack, Elmox, Dirty, if we played with all of our friends, there's people who would want to go for the bosses. There's people who would want to build a big O village. There's people who'd want to decorate and flatten the land and build roads and infrastructure. And then there's some who are do all those things. Oh, good. The church is well underway. Let's make some more fences then. Fences are really nice for decoration. Especially with the church, you can, you build the fence and then kind of gives you an area to build all your... oh, I think we did it here. No. But, yeah, with the church, then it gives you room to build the tombstones and things. Well, there's charcoal pit over there. I don't think we're going to build anything between here and the church. I think we can build gates now, too. Oh, actually, perfect. The elegant gateway. Perfect. Oh, that's what we can use as a gate now. Perfect. Okay. We'll build a nice gate there, and then I think we'll just plant some trees or something along here. Bum, 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 bum. Well, that nice. That's nice right there. Then I'll put a nice planted tree in that I haven't really used before. That one. Good use of our money. We're making a ton of it. And so this whole time we'll just wait for all these trees to get cut down over here, and then we'll do our new build over there. And that'll, of course, include another new church. New citizens. How wonderful. We're making lots of tools. And how are we doing on iron? $13 we have. Okay, so 4 iron ore used to make 1 iron ingot and 2 coal. Okay. I see you're playing Mine Mogul tomorrow. That one's a lot of fun. I covered it on my channel this week. Oh, I put that on there. I saw somebody else playing it, and I put it in kind of my... I always, on my schedule, I make a plan, and then I try to make a backup plan, and then I try to make a backup plan to back up the backup plan. And a lot of that's based on, there's certain things that lock in, like certain events. Like we can't, if there's going to be the Game Awards happens when the Game Awards happens, and we have to kind of be there at that time. Then there's other games that have like their embargoes or their release times where it's like, you can't play this game until like May 1st at noon or something like that. Like that's when it releases, so no one can play it till then. Or there's other things too where it's like sometimes you'll get an embargo where it's like a day before, and the developers will say, okay, you can play our game only 24 hours before it comes out or whatever. But then there's all these other fun little indie games that I think would be great for, any of our friends. And then I got to like check with them to see if they'd like to play it. So when I saw Mind Mogul, I was like, oh, is this multiplayer? And then I realized it's not. At least now. But so many little games like that I feel like are infinitely interesting. Circle back around the backup plan, yeah. This is my my secret greedy side, chat. Is why I want to have all my friends streaming too, so they can play some of the things that I haven't had time for, because I'd like to watch them play. I do like I like my friends' personalities when I play games and I get to play with them, but I like when they get passionate about their own stuff. Like it's very fun to play Arc Raiders and whatnot with Dirty, but then he changes when he plays with Lumberjack, so it's cool to like see people play different games with different people. So like when it comes to, I don't know, Farming Simulator, for example, everybody plays that way different. So it's cool. Keep things simple and have no friends, right? Yeah. Well, I gotta say, when I played Star Rupture alone, I enjoyed that. But when I got to play that with Emma, that was a good time. And I hope when we play the next time, we have like 4 people with. And I'm also hoping the same with like if and when we play Raft. I don't know. This is great. Different people, you could have a completely different experience playing RV There Yet with like many different people. Be great to get into a retirement home. Break in and have the elderly beat RV There Yet. We got lower levels of carcasses for hunting. Good meat, though. Great amount of clothing. And also common-made goods, too. 56. Numbers are good. Just the people, we got to get these numbers up. Play Among Us. You won't have any friends left? Among Us was great because Among Us, for me, that was the starting point of all these, like, friend streamer games. Like, there was Among Us. Then there was Lethal Company. Then there was Content Warning. Now, more recently, we had, RV There Yet and Peak. I think Peak won Friend Game of the Year or something like that. And it's like, I liked Peak. It was okay, but I just got infinitely frustrated and annoyed with, like, the landscape. But I like how that game worked out. And I want more of these, like, $3 to $6 fun for quite some time, memorable Steam games that, you know, the next year I'll forget. But then if someone's like, hey, remember content warning? Oh, dude, that game was fun, you know. And then there's a million other ones like that too, like Repo. IGN calls it friend slop. Yeah, chat saying friend slop. I'm cool with that. Like, if it's $3 to $6, like, you know, not 4 friends are required to spend $60. We're talking about like medium fries at McDonald's prices for a very memorable experience. I'm so happy that we played that with like BKM and Jay and stuff like that. It was a great collaborative experience for RV There Yet. And I think for me, it's like if any game revolves around a vehicle, I really like that a lot. We would probably very much enjoy when we have a chance to play it like Jump Ship and stuff like that too, where again, it's about a vehicle. You know, we're maintaining the ship and trying to keep all the systems functioning while we got somebody, everybody has their role. Someone's got a pilot, somebody's got to make ammo, somebody's got to shoot, somebody's got to loot. Loved it. Also, I believe this game deleted that other fence that was here to make way for my fence. How lovely. Fence dominance. Not so Mario Party. Yeah, right. I will say, like, and then we played the digging game, and Uthras wanted to play that, the I don't know, dig together or whatever, and I don't know. But then there's other games that you like are serious friendship games, like when Uthras gave us a tour of the train layout that he did in train Railroads Online. That one, yeah. Like I always got to give people like that attention. People who put a lot of work into something like that, like a train layout or whatever, and the algorithm ignores them. It's like, oh, I'm not going to ignore them. I love when people put a lot of work into stuff. Okay, waiting for more people to come in. We got none. Well, at least we built this bridge here. That'll help for the loggers to get over there. I guess we could spend some time decorating. We earned the money. Actually, well, decorating this church would give us more clergy splendor, actually. Okay, so now the church is up and running, so let's beautify it. 'Cause that is something, good way to do it. Like, get the church up and running to take care of the happiness thing, and then decorate. And yep, 51 capacity too. All right, let's put a crucifix there, and then... Wait, do these add splendor? Oh yeah, they do. Wait, do they? Oh yeah, one splendor per gravestone. You're into Frostpunk 2 right now? I am going to be playing that tomorrow, I think, because there's a new DLC. And the DLC seems to be quite interesting, actually. I was briefly reading about it, but I'm not sure exactly everything that's new. But we'll take an in-depth look. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's add a rustic statue. Oh, that's interesting. Those cypresses I built as a separate decoration, but... Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Alright, so I built these cypresses like as a separate decoration not attached to the church, so it didn't count as splendor. Ridiculous. Litigation. So these just count for regular beauty. But I want these to count for splendor of the church, so we got to actually build it as a part of the church. That was cool. A lady came in and sat on that bench. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that's what we should be doing. Remember that. You got to do it from the build menu of the church. So we actually probably are owed a little bit more, like the cypresses there aren't attached to the church. We could have gotten a little bit more, you know, influence. Which isn't that big of a deal. The church itself is more important. But now that unlocked all this stuff down here. Clergy Splendor package, which is great to add even more. And that's the new one of the new things that they added too is the modest church. That's good. But I'll take the Clergy Spender package. Oh, and treasury. Expands your treasury capacity. The larger the room, the more gold you can store. Oh, monastery in... The treasury in the monastery, yeah. And we need more points, I think. $75 is what we need to get. Okay. So what do we unlock? Things made of marble. I like the plant arch. That's nice. Oh, damn. Gargoyles? Damn. Oh, the stone cross looks cool. That could also be a gravestone if you wanted. Brewery? Yeah, I think, I'm gonna need more people for the brewery. If I do the brewery, I need, hops farmers, too. So I need that land cleared. Yeah, that'll be a holy site. I don't know, some meteorite. Saint Meteorite came to Earth to warn us of the Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition. And we didn't listen. Oh, I want to build that arch. There you go, lady. Some pretty flowers. Such a beautiful game? I think so too. Decorating these little churches like this is the best. Well, and public spaces in general. They're building the rest of those gravestones. Oh, new citizen moving in. Oh, and look at the density of some of our houses increasing. We'll also need to beautify the area a little bit if we're going to have them increase. I think I'll do some decorations here. Maybe we'll plop down a fountain. We could replace the well. Yeah, but some flowers or something there would be alright. And these are under common decorations too, so they're not too fancy. But they certainly seem like it. If you fence in the houses, will that advance to the next level? I don't think the fences count as beautification. No. But they do kind of help to separate districts, or like, you know, if you build a couple of windmills or something, you can kind of fence them off and be in their own area. Although I don't necessarily like those bushes. Actually, let's put a stone wall like down here, then I'll just do decorations around it. And then hopefully people will like use this as a path. I want the stone wall to kind of just be... The stone wall itself won't be decorative, but I want to put decorations along the wall. Because putting decorations in a line would look a little weird alone. We'll try this one. Stone down here from mining. Okay, let's make some decorative areas. I think the best thing for me... I didn't always, like, decorate the best in this game, but I think the one that got me really better decoration is probably town to city, really. Really. Oh, the villager path block thing? It's the game, like, recalculating... There's, like, certain areas that are forbidden for people to walk in, and the game always wants to take a direct path, but sometimes I tell the game no, because I want them to stay on the roads that we built. So they hit a wall. It's like when you take a wrong turn with your GPS and it has to recalculate. So when it says villager path blocked, it's like it's recalculating where they need to go, and then it disappears because it recalculated. Okay, let's build a nice little decorative area here. So you can see that. Wow, look at that. That little area there is just affecting that whole neighborhood. So just adding a couple flowers and a bench. Boom. Worked out. I can put like a little rope down to be like, hey, stay off the flowers. Damn, that looks good. Okay, these houses have beautification now. Next thing they want is paved roads. Don't worry about that. Okay, we got 11 people in. Nice. And that area is being cleared. Very little. We're gonna have to do a mega logging camp down here. With upgrades. All right, let's start with that. We're going to build a mega logging camp. Yo, Quick Strike. Thanks for the 5, dude. Thank you, yeah.
Cheese is physically addictive. Has a component chemically very similar to heroin.
Really?
It's the same neural receptors. You're a pusher, man.
It does? Wow. Yeah, man. Wow, we have 616 logs. We're not going to need logs for a while. Celebrating berries. Let's host a berry fair. Well, that's a very fair berry fair. That's nice. Okay. I feel like we're making very little bread. We got all this farmland dedicated to wheat. We've only got like 20 bread in storage. I don't even think we're selling any bread. Bread. No selling of bread. That's gonna go down like the Relank thing now. Bread. Now we could purchase it. Let's try to buy 75. Get those rookie numbers up. Or actually, even better than that. Let's make sure we've always got 100 wheat. If we have a trading partner for that, that'd be cool. Bread. Relank was 5 years ago. Nicholas, in what, a few days? I think Teardown is getting multiplayer next week sometime. We have to play that, Nicholas. I very much would like you to join. Although I don't know what it'll be. Yeah, Relank was 5 years ago. God, Teardown was so fun when that dropped. That was such a fun little delight. That voxel game, what was great about that is like you could literally take like a massive building and just knock out, you know, all the blocks around it, and then knock out the last one and the whole building would like come down, and there would be very little slowdown, like very little use on the system. Yeah, Nicholas, look into the Teardown. I don't know. I think it's going into a multiplayer playtest or something. Teardown's great though. What a fun game. I love fun. This looks kind of nice here. This little wall down by the lake, you know, down by the river. I just encourage people to like walk here because this would be a nice little riverside walk. Nice little trees, benches, you know. And a nice way to kind of bypass walking through the town. You could walk through the town, you know. 5 years ago, yeah. Well, you know, I think 2020, 2021, and 2020, 2021, 2022, and half of 2023 were all just 1 year. 2024 and 5 have now been, I guess, their own years. So I really feel like only it only feels like 2 years have passed. Even though that kind of equals up to 3. Yeah, feels like around 2.5 years. Oh, they're still cutting wood there? Thought I told them no. Oh, that's nice. They cleared out all that area. Beautiful. This game has come a long way, yeah. Yeah, over the last, like, year, the developers between, like, 2024, like, all of 2024 up to release, they just, like, they've been cooking. I still think there's a lot of room for improvement in this game and stuff they could add, but, I go back and look at my, I had some screenshots of me playing this for the first time in, like, 2018, and it was pretty cool. Like, there were, you know, a couple houses. You'd build like a church and a castle and put a wall around all of it, and that's kind of all you could do. And now it's this. Like, I can remember when this game had pre-made maps, and then you had to, like, everything was connected via, I think, hexagon. What game was it with Rap and the Goof Troop were hurling fire engine trucks at each other in midair? You're probably thinking of some sort of a firefighter game. Remember, I think Red was part of that one. Unveiling the mystery tax. Trade 1,000 gold worth of resources with Davenport. Alright, that's going to be easy because we're buying and selling a lot anyway. Okay, I'm going to put these people to work. Then we'll have to add more people later when they finish more of the camp. Yeah, more options for transport. That would be good. Or storage in general. Yeah. No access to refined food. Please do a Red Dead Redemption stream any Sunday at the end of the month or year. Well, I have thought about that. I think we're going to do Raft a little bit around Christmas and New Year's. And then as far as I'm aware so far, January is pretty open. And I'm really hoping, chat, that nothing really major new comes out, because there's a lot of stuff I want to continue to play. And complete. We'll see. Alright, well, we can cut down a lot of trees there now. That's good. Well, let's forbade anybody from going in there. Don't want them taking shortcuts through the forest. House requirement no longer met. Oh, and it is. Okay. Problem solved. Need to check out my Frostpunk videos. They were pretty good. Frostpunk was pretty fun. Banger song that is. Oh, by the way, speaking of bangers, Flute Guy is returning to the Game Awards on the 11th of December. We're going to watch the Game Awards, and Flute Guy is coming back. Whenever we play these medieval games, Foundation, Manor Lords, they all just have banging flute songs, and always makes me think of Flute Guy, and that guy goes crazy. I forgot his name, but he is my spirit animal. That guy goes hard. He goes hard into the flutes. Okay, well, I guess we can get rid of these. Visitors have been delighted. Well, actually, I guess we don't need residential at the church because nobody's going to build a house there. We'll clean that up. That's good. That was good. Man, that's going to be a big city there. Have I played Medieval Dynasty in a while? Well, you know, they had that new map and we played that a bit. And then I tried to play it again with BK and Arctic J. There was an update, and now I know they've got another update too. I think there's only one map for the for multiplayer. Anyway, Medieval Dynasty is outstanding, but it's a stun lock game. It's dangerous. It's like Enshrouded, Valheim. Those are games that I like tremendously, and I like to cover the updates. But to do a full playthrough would be awesome, but. Ooh. Teardown beta starts on the December 11th. Wonder if I'll get a touch of fever. Can't go to work that day. Well, that's the Game Award day. What do we get with the beta, Nicholas? What do we get for Teardown beta? Like just one new map or something like that, or how's that going to work? I've just been hearing about it forever. And I knew it was soon, but that's all I knew. Merry villagers. Wonderful. Oh, good. 108% happiness. Hopefully that means more immigration, although we need more homes. And probably another church over here. In fact, let's do that. I'll build another church like here, like right in the middle, or wherever the land is high. Maybe over here. Yeah, it's pretty central. And then houses all around. What day is the Game Awards? The 11th. You sent me a video of what the devs posted 9 days ago. That... Oh. That's like a minute long. Okay. I will check that out. I'll see. The Game Awards is soon, the 11th, yes. Same day as Teardown.
A small bribe to buy your forgiveness and addressing you as you. In the last stream where you mentioned that game. Love you very much, Raptor.
That game? Thank you, Cozy Joe, for the 5. What game? What are we talking about? I played Better Mart in the last stream. Did I mention another game? Oh, Raft, maybe. We talked a lot about Raft in the last stream. There's already a game called Teardown on Steam. Yeah, that game's getting a multiplayer beta. Teardown's already out, but they're gonna add new features to it. So there's beta. There's like a beta going for that. I love that, man. More than ever, we're getting these awesome devs who are making 10 to 20 buck games that like are really fun, and then they keep cooking. 1.0 comes out, people have kind of forgotten about the game, moved on, and then they come out with multiplayer. Creepy Jar did that with Green Hell too. I remember when Green Hell I didn't want to play Green Hell at all when it first came out because it was like scary, and then I was like, oh, it's only single player, I'm gonna die a ton, and I was right. Because when multiplayer came out, I was like, oh damn, this game got multiplayer. All right, now we can play, like we can all work on projects together. But then I think when that game first came out into multiplayer, there was a glitch where jaguars would continuously spawn and attack, and like that's how Creepy Jar found, I think, the channel, is that we were being constantly attacked by animals, and I was like, what the hell is this? And they had to scale it back. Ah yes, jaguars, the bears of the jungle. Yes, that was good times. Oh, Roblox. Oh, I mentioned Roblox in the last stream. Right. I mean, you know, when I get desperate enough, we'll head over to Roblox. On one hand, it's a meme like Fortnite was for a while. On the other hand, I know there's a bunch of cool like simulation. I just don't want to play that. Like, dude, Roblox, whenever I see that game, it looks like it can run on the smallest and weakest of potatoes from like Windows 98. And I know graphic bad, game bad is not really an argument for me, but Roblox graphics are just like... Yeah. Up. Walking through the dam? Whatever. They're gonna walk through there. I'm gonna have to move the farm. They do whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Dennis Gustafson. Oh, I think I've wrote to him before. As an exceptional dev, if you're into 3D programming, that kind of talk, look it up. He's got things to tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I wrote messages back and forth with Dennis a little bit when Teardown was coming out. Raid Shadow Legends stream. I don't think I got a Raid Shadow Legends email at all this year. Usually I got one. I used to get one like every other week. Then it was like every month. Then it was like every quarter. And now maybe I got like 1 or 2 this year, and that's about it. Maybe they're down to every 6 months they'll email. I think Raid has shadowed its last legend. Like I don't think anybody cares about that game. Well, they didn't begin in the beginning. And we certainly did a few sponsored like ad placements or whatever for them when it was popping off and everybody was doing it and it was just everywhere. And it was just the thing that you did. And then at a certain point I did one to do it. I was learning about how all the sponsorships and stuff worked and I was like, well, I should probably use this to learn. And then I just did it again for the meme. And then after a while, I realized like the Raid Shadow Legends people and the War Thunder people and the World of Tanks people, they all get so damn picky about like the video that you make, and it's just like this isn't even fun. My goal is just basically to show people that a game exists, and then the game should just basically do a good job of its own showing whether or not it's fun, you know. And I could explain the features and stuff like that, but they want you to do things. Bro, okay, I'll tell you something too, guys. I was playing a game. Not going to tell you what game it was though, but I was playing a game, and it was a story-based game, and it was a story-based game where it's like people know this game for like being heavy with its lore and terminology, and like you know everything has like it's just dripping and oozing with like lore. Like there's the curators and historians on this game. And like I was playing the game and it requires a lot of reading. And it was like a kind of a turn-based tactical strategy game. So it's like on one hand you get your turn-based tactical strategy. So you know it's going to be a little bit slower. You know there's got like moves have to be calculated out, and it's like playing chess. Like you got to think a few moves ahead and you know use special abilities and stuff like that. And in between those sections of that there was like a lot of reading. You go up to talk to somebody and it'd be a lot of like novel like narration about, you know, not just like you go up to somebody and talk to them and then a window pops up and they ask you like some questions or whatever. It was like you walk up to the commander and the commander's dripping with sweat after a recent battle or whatever, and it just went on and on and on. And I made a video on this game once and like finished it up and sent it to the developers for approval because they want to make sure you don't. They're basically making sure you don't say anything bad. You know what I mean? Not about the game, but just like any. They don't want you being a knucklehead with their brand, as in like being too political or memey or whatever. And then they told me like the video was like boring. And I was like, you made the game. I'm just playing your game. How the hell do you want me to make a narrative game more exciting? You made this turn-based tactical strategy. You put in the copy-paste giga mega lore that I was reading through. I'm playing the game that you made, and you're telling me it's not exciting enough. What do you want me to do? Go play a different game and then put it in like in between your game? Like I don't know what to tell you. And of course I can't say that to them. So I just tried to make it better by doing it again. And then I just tried to sound more... I tried to put more voices in and did a little bit more voice acting. They're like, yeah, it's still kind of boring, but I guess we'll go with it. It's like, you made the game. This is the biggest insult to you, not me. Hey, you should play our game. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been wanting to play that game. Hey, this sucks. It's like, what? It was so confusing. Crazy. You should have added accents. I did. And I think some of the game may have had voice acting in it too, in the cutscenes, and then everything else was wall of text. And I'll tell you what, wall of text is like the most painfully boring and uninteresting thing for me to do. But I was only assuming that that game wouldn't have it the whole time. Like, especially at the beginning of a game, they got a lore dump, get you immersed, give you tutorials. So at the beginning of a game, that's when there should be the most amount. Like, if you can get past that initial hump, like Kingdom Come Deliverance is like that too. There's a lot that does not go on for a long time in KCD2. Even when you go out into the world, like until you get pebbles and until you get mutt, it's like maybe 20 hours before thing. It's the same with like Final Fantasy games. Like there's a lot of reading, not much happens. There's maybe some battles and hype and excitement, but it's nothing until later. There's always that meme of, oh dude, 840 hours in, then it starts to get good. And that's kind of how those like RPG narrative story games are. But I just couldn't believe it. I could not. I got to see if I have that email and read it again. I just couldn't believe it. You made the game, and I played your reading game boring. Like, what the hell? Like, they were mad at me for how they made the game. Like, not even mad. They weren't mad. It was just like, I don't know. It was fascinating. I was just like, wow. This is the first time I've heard this song. What the hell? Oh, we're not trading anything with Davenport. What's going on? I thought by now we'd have some money in. Davenport. Oh, I stopped selling bread and I stopped selling boar. But I could import from them. Now there's nothing I want to import from them either. Oh, damn. Is there a way I don't think there's a way to do a specific trading contract with somebody. It looks like Davenport is selling bread. No. Oh, Middle's selling bread. Okay. I need to buy fish from these people. It's like the only thing we could use. That would actually get used. Alright, well, we'll do that. I'll start buying some fish. Let's try to buy 350. Oh yeah, Green Hell's a great game, yeah. And they kept doing this thing where they were like, okay, final update. And we played it, and then they added like 2 more updates past the final update. Like, I don't know why they did that. I remember having a lot of fun with the boys, though. We built like a cool, like near some waterfalls, we built a really cool, like a cafe kind of thing. We were just having some fun. What is this? Granary Depot. Additional storage space for granary resources. Oh. Can't go too far, though. Okay, well, that's cool. We can add a little extension onto all the granaries. I'll just build a basic granary here. And then maybe do some extendos on already pre-existing. That's cool. Damn, too bad I couldn't build it back there. Give some time for all those things to get built.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it! Big money!
Masook.
Here comes the money.
Big money! Big prizes! I love it!
I have fun. I feel like we barely cut anything down. This whole thing's full. What the hell? Well, let's add a workshop here to store more wood. Wait, can I? Oh, yeah. Okay. Only 2 allowed. Okay. Anyway, that's going to be extendo lumber storage. Lumber. Lumber. Where's hype and excitement?
There's a lot of hype. It's a lot of hype and excitement behind this. I'm scared.
Dirty's great.
I'm scared. There's a lot of hype.
Dirty's great. Is he live right now? What's Dirty doing? What's going on with Dirty and the Dirty Ones? Does he do anything? What's he up to? I'm going to tab out and see. I'm going to spy on him. Is Red... Oh, Red's live. What's Red doing? Red's playing Abiotic Factor. Another game that... Man. Another one that, like, I started and we couldn't complete because it's just... There's so many beefy, good games out there, dude. Damn. That's a nice town. Why, thank you. And thank you very much for the follow, too. It's pretty good. I like it. Got more plans. We're going to building a castle up here one day, you know. But the thing about this game, it's really about the journey and not the destination. I've been very much playing these city builders like that recently. And it's all about, especially about the decoration, because that really makes things come together. I love it when a plan comes together. Dirty's on PTO, is he? Damn it. It's Sunday. He's probably doing something with his kid. But where's Lumberjack? Lumberjack sent me a message the other day. And he was messaging me about Astroneer. And then it made me remember that Astroneer made a DLC of some sort. And then I asked Nicholas about it. Apparently, Astroneer missed the mark on their DLC. They missed the mark. According to the Nicholas News Network. Yeah, that looks good. That mining game was fun with the whole gang. Mining game. Oh, but Deep Rock Galactic? Oh, there's a lot of mining games. I want to play the new... There's like a new Deep Rock game, isn't there? Like, oh, there's the Survivors one that's a top-down single player, but... Oh, and that came out this year, too. Damn. Those Survivor games are great. Vampire Survivors started all that, but... That must have been like a 2020, 2021. What do you mean by miss the mark? Bad quality, full of bugs? Yeah, I asked Nicholas what they meant by that. I thought Nicholas kept pretty close eye on that, and he told me that the people at Astroneer made a DLC, but they're also working on a new game, and they also got like a new publisher or something. Like, they got more new funding, which means like, you know, new ownership or whatever. So there's some people who don't know what they're doing just yet. And they quote-unquote missed the mark of whatever they were planning on delivering of their new DLC. Bad enough the dev released an apology on Steam, yeah. Nicholas told me that there's like goals in the DLC, but they don't really do a good job of conveying what they want you to do. I'm not sure. Hopefully they patch it and make it better. Astroneer is one of those games that's just like the perfect game for me. That whole like vacuuming up the planet and gathering all the resources and stuff and like, you know, moving your mouse around and like tunneling that, it's so damn fun. I never even reached the center of a planet until recently. We went and played with Nicholas and we like made a giant drilling machine in the center of the earth. I didn't even know you could do that. We reached the core of a planet. It was my first time. Is this gonna get built? Oh, they just need 2 more tools. Alright, so everybody who's employed now is essentially working on clearing territory for the new expansion. The new Extendo. Extendo neighborhood. I think I'll let one of our forester plant trees over here. I think we'll just plant some trees, naturally. All right, we'll see how that goes. Helldivers 2. Yeah, I want to play. Oh, man. Play that too. Now I was thinking about playing Arc Raiders again too, and it's just like, man, that's a good game too. Plenty of good games. Oh yeah, let me assign people to go gather wood here. And they just need to bring over 2 more tools. Too many good games, not enough time, yep. And then of course the cycle repeats when we see the game awards. It's nice to try new things, you know. Whatever, man. Thanks for the 7 months. Appreciate it. Man, happiness looking good. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you pulled my card and my wife threw out my card collection? Yeah. The game with the you're like digging through a junkyard. Yeah, that's me. That's my card in that game. Actually accurate. Pretty accurate. I'm in a lot of games, dude. I'm in Expedition 33. I'm every character. I'm actually the Expedition itself. Death Stranding, I actually reprised my role as Norman Reedus in Death Stranding 2. And in Silk Song, I'm actually the song that they're singing about. Like, the Silk Song is about me. And then hell, the other games up. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah, I play Mutt. They 3D scanned me into the game. Wait a minute, you're lying. Yes. Streaming a particular game day after day is like fish. After 3 days, they start smelling. That's an interesting take, actually. I was thinking about that earlier, about how it's like Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to take people weeks to beat. And it's going to be the type of game where I think there's going to certainly be a lot of people who are just going to want to rush straight to the end. But I think a lot of people are also going to, you know, like not want to beat that game and stay immersed and try to do everything there is. And maybe not necessarily 100% the game, but just like keep on looking for new stuff to do. But with games like, for example, Routine or what was that other game? There's a Routine, and then there was Dispatch, and those took like 2 streams to complete. So yeah, I like it when we can kind of get through a game in 2 streams, and then like Routine was pretty sweet. I'm really happy with that game. That was fun. Love this game, so glad you're streaming it. Well, welcome back. As a reminder too, everybody, ! Instagram. Make sure you follow me over there too. Going to be trying to post some more awesome medieval photos of me going to medieval cities earlier this year and all the years before too. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to check out. Mandatory. As a Norwegian, let me tell you, there's a lot of things you can do with smelly fish to keep it edible for a long time. Well, I guess that's what mods are for. You can go back through GTA or Red Dead with mods and play again and again. Alright, this is finally getting done. You can see it getting thinned out. Rockstar should do a Dispatch and release the main story in episodes. Oh boy. When I played Dispatch, I luckily played it when all the episodes were out. And I think that was the best move for me. I like how they kind of went. It really played out like a TV show. I think that was just well done. I want that to be an animated series. I'd watch the hell out of that. I hope they do get picked up for something. House requirements no longer met. Oh yeah, that happens over here. Is this about the food thing again? Oh, it's about the patrols. There. They also want some more beauty in this town. Have I ever played DayZ? Not on the channel. But I definitely remember long ago playing with people who, like, I made videos with at the time. So I remember playing, like, Arma 2. When that was kind of new, and then playing DayZ right after. I miss playing Rust, though. I remember when Rust popped off again well, not recently, but the most recent time it did, which was like 2 years ago. It was when me and Alex made that car, and I called it the Faux Pas Attempt. That was our car brand. And Alex was playing songs on his little tuba. Alright, well that's nice. Some more decorations. Well, let's add a fountain here. Wait, that takes marble. I don't know if I'm importing marble. Ah, we'll see. Okay, so I don't know about that fountain, actually. It was a nice fountain, but... oh, wait. Oh, I need the sculpture, too. Was that the grand fountain? I forget that. Do Peach. Boulevard do Peach. They're an elegant fountain, yes. And let me add like a bench or two out there. Simple bench would be nice. Pretty. Usually can't make a new game for Star Wars Empire at War. Yeah, the only Star Wars game I saw coming soon is called Squad Zero or something, or like a XCOM type game. Maybe we'll see more trailers. I hope we get some big game reveals at the Game Awards that just make everybody go, dude, my guy. And other generic phrases. World premiere. That's right. Dude, one of the greatest fake outs ever was, I think, the Game Awards from 2023, where Jeff was like, a lot of people have been looking forward to this moment. It's going to be epic. And if you've been waiting for, if you're a big fan of Bloodborne and Half-Life 3, and everyone's like, oh my God. And Jeff's like, hold on a second. You can get Taco Bell catered to your house. Exclamation point Taco Bell in the chat to get 33% off. It's, oh, damn it, Jeff. Like, he trolled everybody with like a Taco Bell placement. It was awesome. You just want a date for Light No Fire. I think we're going to get that. We did see a little bit more of Light No Fire, just a little bit. But it is nice that they confirmed the game, you know, that like it's still there. That a fire has been lit soon, AF. Oh, I think I should add more, like maybe shops or stalls. And we got to figure out where we're going to put the other market too. And I think that's going to go near the church at the other town. $33% off is a pretty good deal, though. Yeah, but it was one of those things where it's like, get 33% off of one item on the Taco Bell menu when you sign up for DoorDash and make a $400 order. It's like, okay, no, dude, no. No, Jeff, no. I remember when you could get 5 tacos for $1. Yeah, I can remember Taco Tuesdays or something. No, it was like 10-cent tacos or something. We had a place. Me and all my buddies in high school, there was a place called Acapulco near all of our houses, like a really nice Mexican restaurant. I think there was actually 2 of them. I remember going to this one where we'd get like very cheap tacos at a certain point there. And then I think Taco Bell did something like that too. Or as they called it, Toxic Hell. I think it was just because they worked there. What's up, Blitzy UK? Let's see. Look at all the cows. They even twitch their little ears. Hilarious. Oh, they milk them right out in the field. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to build a church right, probably right here. And then we'll just convert the church to a church's chicken. Or as Strawby would say in Swedish, church's chicken. Ah, det church's chicken, ja, jag gillar kyckling, ja. Kyckling är blå. Det är blå mat, ja. Okay. Okay, Strawby. Yeah, dude. Kyckling is like, and so on and so forth. Okay. When does the Costco move in? Well, we have to first make a small town with independently owned businesses to be able to destroy. That's the only way Costco can really thrive, is, you know, getting its roots in as a parasite onto already pre-established community and, you know, social values. It's the only thing that makes that $1.50 hot dog taste different. Okay, let's see. So we just gotta wait for all that land to get cleared. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep, decorating, I guess. It's gotta be pretty. My town's gotta be so super pretty. Bum, bum, bum. All right, more people moving in. Wonder if we'll build a stone bridge here. I guess eventually when we build down the river, we'll probably do that. Okay, more people moving in. Love to see it. You've never played XCOM? That's all right. Like, there's so many XCOM-like games that do that tactical turn-based strategy. It's like, in a way, you probably played XCOM. Not too many trees left. Town does look pretty. I give it 5 stars. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. After playing a bunch of Town to City, that game has changed how I play Manor Lords, and especially this game a little bit more. But this game is outstanding with the amount of creativity. Town to City in this game are probably like the most creative you can be in a game. In terms of building like service buildings that people rely on. Like the tavern, for example. Okay, let's give a 33. That's a good spot for the church, I think. Already hold 33, right? Well, that's a big bell tower. This one can hold 66. That's going to be our biggest church attendance then. Building a small church, keeping it at 51, I think will be our theme. Does the church have a range of effect? I guess kinda. Like if you build 2 churches in a town, people will go to whatever one's closer, I guess, based on where their house is. But you can't see it directly. Ooh, a big O super chat.
Big money!
Thanks, Florida. For the 5. Thank you. It's nice.
I can honestly see Raptor and Pixelated Apollo playing a Banner Lords game or versus and strategy games.
I did enjoy our recent jaunt into Banner Lords. That was quite fun. All right, this will give us 57. I'm going to try to keep it to 51. Making the tower. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That gives us 42. Okay, there's another 51 there. Interesting keeping the church at 51. Oh, I like that. Yeah, you can customize buildings. Yep. Yeah, this is the best part about this game, really. This is something that Manor Lords needs too for, you know, prefab buildings, but also you should be able to custom build. I've custom built all of our churches here and marketplaces, and pretty awesome. Once that church gets complete, I'll throw a wall around that, then we'll start painting our new neighborhood. I've traded 90 coins so far with Davenport. Lol. Bum, bum, bum. %92 happiness. Wow. Isn't that nice? Trying to go for like a 45-degree angle. There. Don't want just one entrance to the church. Multiple would be nice. I can seriously tell this game is based on no stress levels, not worried about NPCs attacking your players. Yeah, there's a lot of carefree gameplay in this one. And there is, you know, there is war, like you could train troops and send them off to combat and do campaigns and whatnot, but you don't get to see it. There is combat asterisks, but yeah. It's not like Foundation, it's not like Farthest Frontier and Foundation. It's a little different. Okay, let's build a marketplace. A place for the market. That'll be our next thing. Ooh, luxury goods. Okay, food. We're gonna do fooge now. Fooge. Okay, so let's do... let's see, that's going to be berries. Red. Meat. Cheese. Fish. We gotta do goods. So clothing. I'll probably make more market stalls than what we actually need. That'll be fine. Ooh, nice. Oh, those flowers, yeah. They'll clear out of there eventually. All right, not too bad. Like, we really... I thought that was going to take a lot longer to clear that out. I think that was the best place to expand into, though. Like, we're going to Ledechko in ACD1. Davenport sold fish. Oh, we're at 135. Okay, it's going to take a while to get enough money, but it's fine. I don't think there's a time on that, so it's fine. We're going to be buying 1,000 coin worth of fish. That's going to take a while. A while. We're also going to need a watch post over here too, because otherwise they're going to get all cranky. Let's do a little watch post over here. Actually, maybe over here. Security. Not that one. Maybe the boudoir. Oh, we'll put a boudoir right there. Perfect. Damn, that's a nice looking building. That's gonna be all for security. 10 people can be on patrol in that one. Damn, we're doing mega construction over here. Got the mega church of ultra mega. Bum, 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 bum. Do we really need a priest right now? Nobody even lives here. Any type of enemies? Well, not really. Not ones that could attack your town. In the traditional sense. But there are kind of like influences that you can buy and sell. More diplomatic that way. It's amazing. I'm playing this like Manor Lords now with some of these setups. Although in town to city, I think you make bigger squares because there's much more to put in those squares, like carousels and Ferris wheels and all those carnival games. Yeah, big money makers. Bum, 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 bum. So the thing is, too, if I build a huge neighborhood over here, no one's going to move in unless we have an industry over here. They're going to want their jobs nearby, too. A lot of the jobs that we have, we kind of put down here recently. And farming jobs don't take that many people to do. So maybe we could scoot over a couple of industries or build like another sawmill. But surprise, surprise, we should probably do farming again. But honestly, that's enough farmland. I shouldn't have to dedicate more. I'll just import wheat and let our people do all the milling. Oh, we could do like a Cooper over here. That's only going to be like one industry, though. We need something big. Oh, we got the hop farm going, too. Farmland will do when we buy past here. We could definitely do a sawmill. But maybe we'll do that over here. You have 3 games updating this week. Conan Exiles on Tuesday, Warframe on Wednesday, and Lego Fortnite on Thursday. Damn. Lego Fortnite was cool. I like it being a building game. Doing all that building. Also, when we build a lot of these homes, they will be using wood logs. They'll be using logs. I know that looks like it's going to be gridirony, but I think it's going to end up looking more like that. Which is good that there's space between, because then I can put like a fountain and other trees and things. And I think it'll look better when I get paved roads unlocked too. Lego Ninjago. Oh, that's coming to Lego Fortnite? Damn. I'm looking forward to Lego Batman. That's going to be neat. I think a lot of people are going to be playing that. Lego Batman. I have a feeling that even if I build a square here, they're just going to end up making it all gridiron anyway. Picked up this game last night and you're loving it? It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Big building boom over on this side of town. Oh. Well, that guy could just fish right off the dock. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, Swoosh Kid? I want to see if they, build homes here, but I don't know if they will. Not for a while. Pretty amazing how quickly we can fill up the jobs, too. Bum, 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 bum. All right, marketplace is going up next, and also the bailiff's office. Good. Oh, and new people. How deep does the simulation here go? Everything moves pretty slow, so there's like a lot of time to understand what's going on. But it's not a stressful game by any means, with like deadlines where people will die. It's a fun experience for the whole family. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, there's an economy. Right now we got a goal to try to earn like $1,000 by trading with somebody. So there's trading and buying and selling items and all that. Oh yeah, I played Timberborn. I haven't played it in a while, but that's a great game. Timberborn is a delight. And I think that has a 1.0 coming out soon, too. But you know what I think is coming out later this week, I think, is Pioneers of Pagonia, which is from the maker of The Settlers. So that's going to be an interesting one. It plays pretty much like that, but there's some big and subtle differences too. So we'll be playing that soon. It's going to be a big week. So exclamation point scheduled to see what we're doing next, because this week's going to be like the Game Awards, and 11-bit has an event tomorrow, and there's like I think 3 or 4 new releases we're going to check out next week too that I think will interest everybody. Everybody. Mandatory interest, yeah. You have to be interested in it. It's in your contract. Well, there we go. Our first residential home being built over here. That's good. Because we're going to need like 10 people to work at the market, 10 people to work at the bailiff's office. We need at least 20 people working over here. That marble? That's a particularly white stone. I think marble can only be gathered from those deposits. Oh, also the bailiff. Let's do more prospecting. A lot of people moving in. Couple, 2-3 more trees to cut down. I'm gonna have to like move that dairy farm up there. Some of these territories are like just enough for like one farm. We're gonna have to buy multiple pieces of land to get multiple farms in. 88% happiness. Coming down more to refined food, so more distribution of cheese and bread. So I'll have to build a couple more stalls. For cheese, I think bread's pretty good, but I could probably buy more. But, I mean, 89%, like, literally like 78 to 100% happiness is really good. The best. Oh, the church is all done. I'll have to set up the patrol area too. All right, looks pretty good. Let's add add 2 security there for now. And we'll need more people coming to town. Yeah, market's going to be a bit. Just a little bit of time. I think that's pretty much all the trees. Good stuff. All right, we made good. Oh, wow. Okay. All this area is clear. That's great. Like 99% done. So that means we're probably going to build a nice neighborhood all around this church, and then maybe an industry that starts over here. Oh, that'd be great for the farm, actually. Farming and then some other stuff way out here. Because it's starting to get pretty open. It's got to be marble or something. It's got to be. Great times. Guys, that's going to be all for tonight's stream of Foundation. If you haven't yet subbed or followed the channel, definitely make sure you do that. ! Twitch in the YouTube chat in order to jump over to our Twitch channel and follow there. Thanks for all the Twitch Prime subs. And thank you very much for all the member bombs on YouTube as well. You guys have been awesome. It's been a great weekend. And next week, we got a really big week. Well, this coming week here, we got the Game Awards. We got the 11-bit studio event tomorrow. We're going to also probably take a look at some new stuff for for Total War, Warhammer 3, and a lot of other games are going to release next week or this week, and it's going to be big. It's going to be a good week. So make sure you've turned on that notification bell on YouTube. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a ton of world premiere game announcements, big events, new games that we're going to play here on the channel, and possibly some giveaways too. ! PO Box if you'd like to send me anything, and also ! Instagram. Follow me over there. I'm going to be posting some of the pictures too, by the way, not only of medieval cities I've been to this year, like for example Kuttenberg from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Trotsky Castle, but also I'm going to be posting some of the stats from Steam and YouTube and Twitch, all the big games that I've been playing. I want to post my year review. And I've been posting some of yours as well that you've been sending me. So thank you very much for sending me all the pictures of the streams you guys have been watching and games you've been playing too. It's been awesome. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow morning for something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out our order for the next couple of days. And we'll be playing with Emma and BK and Arctic J and everybody soon. You guys are awesome. So thanks for stopping by. And you all have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.